Y'all, y'all, y'all ready for this? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey everyone, it is Rev Trev and welcome to Kempner Sports. Today we're going to be talking about the Packers versus the Bills Sunday Night Football. This is going to be incredible. I'm so excited. I've been a Packers fan for 30 years. That is crazy news because we've seen a lot of, and I've seen a lot of great moments, Super Bowl victories, just incredible plays, clutch plays, and just absolutely incredible things. It's been an incredible ride, a great ride to be a Packers fan. There's been a lot of good things, right, over the years. Some bad, like losing in the playoffs when Favre threw that interception to the Giants. Like there's been when we got the blocked punt in the playoffs against the 49ers last year. That was just really some bad moments, right? And then there's been a few ugly moments, like when Rodgers got hurt and one of our backups came in and was riding the season out until he came back, and those were ugly games, and those are hard things. So in our Packers history, it's been really frustrating and disappointing this season. We've had high expectations for this team. We were expecting to win the division, to make the playoffs, to see what this new revamped team can do, or like tweaked, I should say, better. But losing to the Commanders has been a very new disappointment and low. We should not have lost that game. But here we are, right? We've just lost a bunch of games in a row that we think that we should have won, and we didn't. So here's the Bills-Packers. Like, this is what we're facing now. This isn't just like some team that might or might not make the playoffs. But the Bills are so heavily favored that the Packers are currently 10.5 underdogs to the Buffalo Bills in Week 8. That is... Aaron Rodgers has never, ever been a double-digit underdog in his career. So this is definitely concerning. No one's giving us a chance. We know that the Bills are favored by many people to win the Super Bowl. They just beat the Chiefs a few weeks ago. We know how dominant their offense is, but I don't think enough people are giving credit to their defense. So what's going to happen? Are we going to get blown out? Or is this going to be an epic comeback or upset? Because that, in the realm of possibilities. In the NFL, anything can happen. Hey, listen, if you haven't hit that like or subscribe button, you need to do that, because I love to pump out Packers content, fantasy football content. You need to hit that subscribe button. But no one is picking us to win this game. And I mean like no one. So here are a few keys to the game that will help us to actually pull off an upset. These are things that have to happen. So the very first one is that our secondary has to have an incredible game. You know, our Achilles heel has always been stopping the run, but the good news is that Buffalo doesn't really have an incredible running game. I'm not worried about Singletary, Moss, Cook. The guy that I'm actually worried about in stopping the run is Josh Allen. We need to figure out a way to help contain his yardage that he can get. But the secondary needs to play really well. I'm looking forward to Stephon Diggs versus Jair Alexander. I'm looking forward to seeing Stokes and Douglas play. Douglas is a stinking ball hawk. I love that. Amos and just our different players that are just playing, can play really well. We were touted to be an incredible defense before the year started. It has not looked like an elite defense, and now is the time for them to look at that. I don't think it's going to be easy to stop this prolific passing offense, but it's going, in order to have an upset, we're going to have to really make it difficult for them, and for us to have a chance to win. It's not going to be Heineke that's throwing the ball, which we should have had 3 or 4 picks in the first half of the Commanders game, only got 1. We're talking about Josh MVP candidate Allen. He's going to be throwing this ball he's going to be the Pro Bowler Diggs. You got Gabe Davis, who's blowing the roof off of a lot of the defenses. You've got Isaiah McKenzie flying around the field. And so it's going to be a massive, massive test. And that's one that I'm looking forward to seeing if we can compete on that. And then we just can't allow Josh Allen to sit back and just pick our defense apart. So we need Rashad Gary, and we need Kenny Clark and company to get pressure on Allen. I know that the teams are coming after him, and they've done a good job of protecting him. But listen, any given Sunday, things can happen. The other thing that we need to do is we need to run the ball effectively. Now, honestly, our game plan for this season has not made sense to me. I don't get what's going on in Green Bay because like last game, for example, we ran the ball 12 times. Only 12 times. We have Dylan and Aaron Jones back there, and we only ran the ball 12 times. Rodgers threw the ball 35 times. 35 times against the Commanders. Are you kidding me? And we've got wide receivers who aren't running their routes. Listen, we need to free Aaron Jones, and we need to unleash the beast of A.J. Dillon. Like, I'm telling you right now, that's a great way to put pressure on that defense if we can run the ball effectively. So, and we also need to make sure we give Aaron Rodgers enough time to work his magic. Listen, he needs time in the pocket to be able to hit wide receivers. So if we have a good run game, we can set up the pass game. We can do play action passes. We can do all kinds of fun things. He loves to get the ball out real quick. So I think that in order to have a chance, we need to have a great run game, a great play by our O-line, and if it's going to be what happens with in the Jet game and they get pressure on Rodgers, it's going to get ugly fast. It's going to be awful. That's a very high realistic possibility, but I don't want to see that. Okay, the third thing really that we need to focus in on is that we can't make major mistakes. I think that Amari Cooper fumble on the kick return was the game changer. That was the difference maker. I don't understand why Amari's in that role. Everyone's like, well, Coach Matt LaFleur he's saying, hey, in practice he looks like this. Well, in games he looks like that. And he's had 6 fumbles in the last year and a half. How long do we have Amari Rodgers in that role thinking that he's going to do this when he does what he does? It's like, this is horrific. I just don't get it. I play him as a wide receiver, cool. Maybe put someone else in at the kick return, just saying. So we can't make major mistakes like that. If we cannot afford to fumble the ball, turn the ball over in order to have a chance at an upset. We need to win the turnover battle. We need to get a turnover or 2 in order to have that going on. So what's your prediction? What do you think is going to happen? Is it going to be a blowout? Is it going to be an upset? And let's just think for a moment. If Green Bay does actually win this game, even though everyone's counting us out, listen, how does the narrative change for us? How have the frustrated fan base, how are they going to respond if we actually pull out a victory this Sunday night? What will the league say to us or about us by saying that? By doing that, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So post in your comments, what do you think the score will be? How much will we win or lose by? Maybe I missed a couple things. I want to encourage you today. Please post in the comments, and I would love to hear your comments. My guess is that we lose by 17, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I think this team has given us very little to any confidence this year to think that we are actually going to upset this team. But again, I hope I'm wrong. I'm cheering for our Packers, and always, of course, we're staying loyal, and we're going, go, Pack, go.
Y'all ready for this?